Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day. The sun is shining outside as I speak because it's morning time. Well, I mean, the sun is always shining. I mean, it's a big flaming ball of plasma, nuclear fire, so it's always shining. I mean, it won't always. Time continues, but, you know, it's always there, even if it's behind clouds. So, thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, real quick, for the Shelton, Washington weather report, it was nice-ish yesterday. Pretty good. Thumbs up for that. It looks like it's going to be nice-ish today. Very cool. Kind of cool sometimes, kind of chilly periodically. You know, thumbs up for that. Don't want it to be blistering hot. Definitely a good thing. Oh, holy smokes. Last night, I slept a little better. A little better. Didn't overheat, wasn't so cold. At one point, my left calf and foot and all those muscles did cramp up, but it felt different. It was more like my body, well, you know, the muscles down there just going, hi, we could cramp. In fact, let's just do this for a little bit, but we're not trying to hurt you. We're just here. Just here. Let's just do this for a little while. Okay, we're done. You're good. Talk to you later. And then it was done. It lasted like 5 minutes, but it was one of those I couldn't move my foot to the left because it was cramping in that direction, because if I moved it that way, it would start cramping in that direction. So if I pulled it back, of course, it would start cramping in that direction. Couldn't pull it upward because it would start cramping in that direction. Pull it downwards, it would start cramping in that direction. You know, there was no point. If it was cramping that way, you know, you fight. The way to get out of a cramp is you go in the other direction. So it would immediately start to cramp that way. There was nothing to do. Everything was a cramp. But that didn't last long, and then I was able to sleep, and it was good. Definitely a thumbs up. So I slept better than I did the night before, since I only slept about an hour the night before. Ugh. Excuse me. Then I have a med manager appointment today. A good thing. I'm going to talk to her about how I am taking 50 instead of 40 milligrams for the ADHD med. Now, the average, for Ritalin is apparently like 60 milligrams a day and a limit of like 90 in a day. And right now I'm taking 50, 40, and then 10 so that it doesn't fade off for the night. And I'm going to talk to her about that because right now, you know, because I'm taking 50 instead of 40, I'm running through the prescription faster, which means it's going to run out before the next refill. Now, I have talked to her. I have mentioned, you know, I have said, and I've mentioned this before just for reminding, that there's two extremes on doctor sides. You know, there's, you know you better than I know you. I'm going to prescribe this for you. Don't go crazy, but adjust it as you will slightly to make it work better for you, and then report back to me, and then we will adjust your dosages based on what you tell me. And then there are the doctors, of course, that say, well, I told you to do it this way, you didn't. I can't trust you to do what I tell you to do, so, and then they cut you off. And I don't even use you as a patient anymore. Luckily, my med manager is more the you know you better than I know you. So yeah, the 20 in the morning, and then 10 in the afternoon, and it lasts until it's time to go to bed, and it's good. So yeah, I'm going to talk to her about that. I got to talk to her about my blood pressure. Need to check my blood pressure today. Make sure that last time I did, it was okay. A little bit elevated, but fine. My pulse. I have mentioned before, though, how my pulse is low. Even when I was married to my wife before she died, my pulse, which was normally around, 80, 90, because I was just sedentary while I was married to my wife. My sincere apologies. Even at that, my pulse would suddenly, sometimes just drop to like 30. And when you're used to having a pulse of like 70 something, 1 point something to sometimes 2 beats every second, having your pulse drop to 30, 1 beat every 2 seconds, is a bit of a shocker. Because let me tell you, I never felt pain or any problems like that, but when your heart goes 1001, 1000, lub dub, 1001, 1000 to lub dub. Like I said, that's 2 seconds between beats. I was getting really lightheaded between heartbeats, like going to pass out lightheaded. Because between beats, my blood pressure would start to drop to 0, and then lub dub. And then I'm up again with oxygen, and then, starting to lub dub. And I'd be back up. That's a weird feeling. Because you pass out fast when your blood pressure drops fast. Luckily, my blood pressure was still up, but between beats, it couldn't stay up. So the other day, might have been yesterday, I walked down the stairs. Now, normally my heartbeat is between 50 and 60. Averages right around 55 because I exercise. I go walkies. I walked and then walked down the stairs and got down the stairs, and after physical activity, my pulse dropped down to 40, which is not as bad as 30. And since it's already less than 1 beat per second, dropping down a little bit lower, not that bad. Because my pulse, like I say, is between 50 and 60. When my pulse is 60 or 62, it feels to me like it's racing. Because now 60 beats, 1 beat every second, feels fast. It's good to be healthy. It's just a weird feeling. So thumbs up on that. Hopefully my heart won't keep doing that. Hopefully I can get some stuff hurriedly done. I need to make some phone calls. One of the good things about taking Ritalin is it's not perfect on the dosage I am on. I still have executive dysfunction. I still have to fight against that. But I am able to get more stuff done than I have before. So I need to call up like the doctor, not like the doctor, or leave a message, which I can do easier if I just do it secure messaging on the VA website. Especially I've got like a crease that's developing in that earlobe, and a crease in your earlobe is indicative of heart issues, and I don't want to die any faster than I have to. All human beings have an expiration date. Like all physical things in this universe and on this world, we have a beginning, a middle, and an end. We know roughly where the end hopefully will be, but of course no real details. After all, there are people that get hit by a bus. Strangers die every day. Not necessarily a bus, especially right now, but I know the times that I have been driving, not drunk. Luckily, that's one of the things that I did not ever engage in. Back when I was drinking, I would not drive. I would walk. That was driven into my head. You don't drive drunk, and that's luckily one of the things I didn't do. But there are a lot of people that do. And there are a lot of people that go out driving on things like, Ritalin, and cannabis, and all sorts of stuff. How many people are actually clear-headed, clean, and sober on the road? Maybe half? Maybe a third? So, you never know. I have had people that have just jerked the wheel away at the last moment while I was trying to figure out where I needed to dodge to. It's like right at me, and then as they suddenly figure out what they're going to do while I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go. So you never know. But, excuse me, life is life on that. Because I got stuff I need to check out, and I still need to have my next colonoscopy. I need to have them shove a tube up my backside to make sure I don't have cancerous growths on the inside of my large intestine. because I have had 3 precancerous polyps removed back in the early 2000s, where if I had not had that done, and it was just at random, I would have perished from intestinal cancer a long time ago. And a couple years back, excuse me, they stuck a tube up my backside to take a look, and they chopped out, I was trying to think of the right word, but I couldn't, chopped out, which is they have a long snake with a camera and then little clippers and suction, so they clipped them off and then slurped it out with the tube. 20 polyps. Normally it's painless to have all this stuff done, because I had 20 of them sucked out after, they snip, and then pull it out. My abdomen burned for a few days because of that. But I already know, I need to get that done, because I don't want to perish of intestinal cancers. Cancer is written into our DNA, unfortunately. Life is life on that because of errors and all this. Only about 8% of our DNA is actually usable DNA that our body uses to make our bodies work properly. The rest of it is just junk and stuff. But there are all sorts of things written into our bodies that will make us perish. The thing is once again, if you chart it on a graph, you may have something growing in your body that starts when you're like 20 years old, and it is going to make you stop living. But you're going to be 200 years old when it happens. And we don't live that long. So you got this thing growing in you, and it's not a good thing. And it's going to take you out. But you're going to die of old age a long time before that. We have a lot of stuff like that inside of our bodies where it's going to take us out. Generally about 40 or 50 years after we would be gone anyway, though. No, it could be the things that take you out or the things that happen a lot faster than that. And that's life. So I'm going to hopefully get that done. Also, really quick, because I keep forgetting to talk about this, is creative story stuff in the in that world, where one of the cosmic horrors actually turned out to be not a horrific thing. And so the people there are, it's the one where a whole bunch of universes got slurped together, but because of a bunch of wild coincidences and such, I'll go into the background on that more, they are tied in with the fates of one of the cosmic horrors, Asatarasi, otherwise known as Satyr, answers only to Satyr, but is fascinated by and wants to maintain old forgotten knowledge from universes and planets that are leaving and trying to preserve it. Because of that and the close ties this universe has with them, they are also really fascinated by this. There are churches to Satyr all over this continent. All over the continent, all over the entire world. The Church of Satyr is not a close-knit, tight, walled-off community. They're huge. They are a massive church, but they treat themselves and the culture and society in a very secular fashion, in that knowledge is not to be hoarded. Satyr wants to keep this stuff from vanishing and being gone. And what is the best way to keep something from being gone? Down here, boots on the ground, living our lives in universes, the best way to keep that stuff from vanishing is you keep it alive. You work it. You teach it. Churches in these cities are more like libraries. They're open so that anybody who wants to learn can come in and learn to keep this knowledge alive. They teach classes. They have workshops. They regularly keep this stuff moving between the various places. They don't hoard technology. The only stuff they hoard is the stuff that's immediately gonna wipe out people and cities and stuff like that. But if it's not dangerous, and they spend time making sure that it's not. Most stuff they don't understand. And most stuff they don't have the basis to understand. It would be like Bronze Age Bronze Age time natives trying to figure out automobiles. But there's going to be some stuff from modern cultures that they can figure out and use. And it's that situation. So knowledge is not hoarded. They're more like libraries and universities, and they do their best to keep that knowledge alive and circulating and in use. Because knowledge being lost is just the worst to them. And so thumbs up on that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and it is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language with the fingers of that hand, I still forget a whole bunch of stuff. And there's something else that I say, but you know what? Even though I take ADHD meds, they're not perfect, so I've forgotten what the rest of the spiel is. So, on to the Chrome. We have A Lemon Pie 407. Well, hey, it's good to see you in the comments. Alpha Lax, thumbs up. Yak TV, I think I recognize your name too. Thumbs up and thank you. Anime Ladies, Hot Ladies with Anime Tighties, Conspiracies, thumbs up, and I am surviving. Thank you. It is a good thing. Yuki likes hot potatoes, the best kind of potato too. Put them in a bikini and And then there's Snuffkin's gay ass, thumbs up and thank you. Tommy Nelson, greatly appreciated. Nathan Davis Montgomery, thank you very, very much. Where is my Maserati? By gum and by golly, I wish I had one, I'd sell it. We have Nash, Popadynetz, thumbs up and thank you. We have Glare MC, greatly appreciated. The Nugget Hunter, thumbs up and thank you. Christopher Thomas, good to see you in the comments. At least there's so many Christophers, I think. I might be losing my mind. Thank you very much. Salty, greatly appreciated. Weed Lord Boner Hitler, that's a heck of a name, and thumbs up. Daniel Araminko, thumbs up and thank you. Soulstar Sketchin, thumbs up. And then we have IZ Chaos, thumbs up, sort of, even though he's very incorrect. And then there's Nipple Collector, the best kind of collector. I guess if you're a serial killer. Sayu, and then I don't know which particular language that is, but it is an ideogram. But Sayu and then an ideogram, thumbs up and thank you. BSJ, SJSK, thumbs up. We have Eden Draws, thumbs up and thank you. There is Johnny K, greatly appreciated. Nawtech14, thumbs up and thank you. And then last but not least, we have Ashley, that's it. 24 comments in the last 24 hours, and that is absolutely A-okay. Thank you, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text, and that is a very good thing. Oh, good Lord. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well, where hopefully today I have finally updated it to have things like Reptisand and hamster food and hamster bedding and cat food. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. Yes, I talk with my hands. It is my version of stimming. I don't do like hand flapping or things like that, which, I mean, often. So I still do things just because I can feel it. I like it. It's stimming. Thumbs up for that. And of course, the horsehead of encouragement wishes the very best for each and every one of us. And even though the duckhead of scorn is out there using its scorn as a weapon, and oh, its mockery is severe, the horsehead of encouragement still wishes the best for each and every one of us. We have the potential to be angels or demons, but the horsehead of encouragement wishes the very best and hopes that we can be angels. And of course, Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate. If you see it, please say something. In fact, if you see bigotry in the streets, please say something. Stay safe, always, but do your best. Thumbs up for that. Now I got gases from soda that I drank coming up. Oy vey, it's almost like I'm organic or something. And of course, try to stay as safe and creative as possible as you can during these very hard times. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a definite thumbs up. Okay, see, I've been digging up stuff down inside of here already.